Hello Flosstube! Welcome back! My name's Natalia and this is my channel Official Mermaids Cove, where I share my love of cross-stitching. Welcome back to all my returning subscribers. I think I checked and my subscriber count is officially at 450, and this is officially my Flosstube number 50. Not necessarily my 50th video because I've done Flosstube extras, but an official update video. I think I already have the giveaway lined up for when we hit 500 subscribers, so feel free to like and share and subscribe, and when we get there I'll have a pretty mermaid themed giveaway. But until then, this video is just going to be another weekly update. We're going to go over my whips, a little bit of haul, some shoutouts, and then plans moving forward. So I have stitched on 3 things since I last saw you. There is my daily stitch. This is my Gold Collections Dimensions kit, Angel of Elegance. I'm using the kit materials, and I'm trying to stitch on this every day to see if maybe I get it closer to a finish by the end of the year. Last time I had shown this to you, we were at 26.9%. I put in just under 1,000 stitches. I got 961, and we are officially at 30%, according to Pattern Keeper. I did transpose the paper copy into Pattern Keeper, so it's not including everything. There's definitely going to be a lot more backstitching and some beads, and I have to put cording on this. I think I'm couching that down. But as far as the full and half stitches, we're at 30% of that. So I'm so happy. This is getting a lot more progress than it has in the past couple years. So I'm hoping to see more of this finished as we go. It's being stitched on 18 count white Aida. That's what came in the kit, and I'm stitching it 2/1. There are some sections of it that are half stitched with different threads, but I haven't gotten to those sections yet. It's mostly like in the wings and other sections of it. The next whip that I've been stitching on is my Periwinkle Mermaid. I will insert a picture here. This is a design by Kat at Whittier Stitches. She designs a lot of body inclusive ladies. So if you're interested in that, you can definitely go and check out her other designs. I am stitching this on a 16 count Aida in the colorway Crystal Jazz. It's an opalescent Aida. You can see some of the sparkle. And this is a Pictureless Plus fabric. And this is the bottom down here. I had a lot of this foliage already stitched, and I've been getting some work done. You can see I have a thread here on the tail. I had a monthly goal to get 5,000 stitches added onto this one, and I have achieved that this past week. So I can happily mark that off my to-do list for this month. She's definitely got a good bit of stitching in. I had 32.4% done. Last time you saw this, I've added 1,670 stitches, so we are now officially at 40.8%. So maybe this will be a finish later on this year. So I've been stitching on that for Mermaid, and also my Stitch My Way to You Sal. I'm not quite... Oh, okay, so my stitch... I did have this as an option for my Stitch My Way to You Sal. I don't think anybody selected this one specifically. So I just averaged out, because I still wanted to get some progress on her this year. I just averaged out the distances, and that's what I gave this one. So I think I wanted to do at least 4,285 stitches, and I've done over 5,000, so technically that is complete. But since I do have a fair bit, and I do want to get more progress maybe later next month. The last whip that I stitched on, and I'll insert a picture for this one. This is the only hay that I have on the go. It's called Selena Fenech. It is based off artwork by Selena Fenech, charted by Heaven and Earth Designs, and this is a retired piece, so you will not find it currently listed on the Heaven and Earth Designs website. This is where we're at. I was stitching the bottom left corner here, and then I started stitching on some of the big color block sections. So this is like going up her arm. Last time you saw this, I was at 0.8%, not even a percent of the way there. I've gotten over 3,000 stitches. I got 3,059 stitches in. I'm stitching this on a 28 count even weave to over 1/10 stitch, and I'm officially at 1.6%, so I basically doubled my progress from last time, and I am super happy. Well, I doubled the total completion percentage. I want to get more work on this done. It is a full coverage piece. I can't remember if this is my biggest piece or if it's the Disney princesses, but I definitely want to get more progress done on it. This is, I think I also have this as one of my Stitch My Way to You sals, but I picked this for my finished before I'm finished sal piece that's being hosted by Tess Lynn. She wanted to start getting more progress on her bops that she would like to one day see complete, even though they'll take many years work. And she gave me enough courage to go ahead and start my first aid. I think I had bought this originally, the pattern, in like 2019, and just felt a little too intimidated to start it. So I don't have it completely gridded. I just have I kind of went around the pages, and then if I need to, I'll like, you know, take it like a black thread or something and expand the gridding so that I can tell and orient and make sure that I'm in the right place for my stitches. I don't know if I want to change the way I'm stitching on this one. So far I just wanted to do some of the block stitches to get some decent progress on it, but we'll see. I think I'll be putting this away for now. I did hit my monthly goal on this one as well. I think this one was to get 5,000 stitches as well, to get it over 1%. And that was all the stitching that I did. We can look at my numbers real quick. This is what my past week looked like. I had some family events this weekend, so I did not stitch on Friday or Saturday, and I got my last bit of stitching in on Periwinkle Mermaid. Otherwise, I stitched 2 days on Selena Fenech. I got 1,000 stitches one day, and then a little over 2,000 the other day. A lot of it was block stitching. Yeah, I'm doing 10 stitch, so that helps, but you still have to really be careful of your counting. And then of course I worked on Angel of Elegance and Periwinkle Mermaid a little bit every day. So my weekly stitch count for this past week, that Sunday through Saturday, was 6,677 stitches. A lot of that was on my full coverage chart. So I am, I think, already 20,000. Yeah, it looks like I'm already over 20,000 stitches for this month, which is great. That's, I think, the most stitching I've gotten so far this year. So I like the progress. As you can see, I'm planning on stitching more on my Angel Elegance every day. And then I'll show you, try to see if I pull out some of the other ones that I might work on later this week in a little bit. I have a bit of haul. I already put this on my hanger. So I can insert a picture here to show you the colors that I got recently. And then I'll show you the hanger. I had my Mo sale, silk haul. She had another grab bag sale, and I got quite a few. I have definitely a rainbow of colors now. Some of them were repeats, but I got some pretty colors. Some of them I already had. I have a good bit of this color in now, so I'm wondering about doing maybe a monochrome, or even with this blue, or even the lighter blue if I wanted a little bit more variation. I have some pretty purples, a lot of black, some browns, quite a bit of greens, a lot of silk. So I'm building up quite a collection. I have to start getting up some more projects with this so I get to use it again, since most of my full coverage are just the DMC. So that was what I alluded to that I was waiting to come in the mail last video. I can insert a picture here. My mother-in-law made me a set of bracelets for the family event that we went to, and they matched one of my rings, and they were really pretty, so I was happy to receive that. And then we went to Union City, Tennessee, and visited a store called the Blue House Quilt and Craft. They didn't really have much cross stitch. They had quite a few different fibers, but I just couldn't guarantee that I would use those, so I looked a lot at their stitching notions. They had this, their silicone brushes, they're reusable. They have them as cleaning brushes here, but I've seen people use them to like fluff out whisper threads and stuff like that. I do have some whisper thread, and I might end up using it on some of my Christmas projects or some of my whisker news. I know I have some bunny patterns, so I don't know if I could maybe use some of the whisper that I have on that. So I got these because I didn't have any, or I could also use them as what they're called for, as cleaning brushes. I don't know if you use them for your sewing machine. Yep. So I got those, and then I also got these. They're magic fork pins. I thought these would be good for if I try my hand at making some project bags. They had an interesting shape, and I don't have anything like this in my stash, so I grabbed some of those as well. And then random haul that's not so Stitch related. The new Stitch movie, I guess the real life movie that Disney's doing. I really like Stitch, so I keep seeing merch pop up. We went by TJ Maxx, and they had these cute Stitch and Angel luggage tags, so I picked those up. I also picked up a little crossbody bag. I had some cute Stitch print. A little, I don't really have headphones like this, but I could probably find something else to put in here. And I also picked up these earrings that they had on sale from Easter. They're cute little bunnies. I thought those were cute. And that's about it. I didn't really have much of anything else. If you're interested at all, I could show you my crochet blanket. I did take that with me because it was a good travel project to take. I'm stitching this blanket. It's the same for both blankets. It's just a different colorway. This is the booklet, Beginner's Guide, Rebels for Baby. It's a leisure arts little book. And I am stitching baby blanket. I like working on baby blankets, and then, you know, you always end up hearing about somebody who's expecting, and that is just the case. They're planning on having their baby shower in next month. So I will have to get a move on this. I think I'm halfway done with this. There's definitely more to show than last time. You see I have these baubles here. It's like 2 repeating rows, so it's going pretty quick. I've already done 2 skeins, and I have 2 more to go. And I'm using the Burnett Softy Baby in the colorway Soft Lilac. It's a pretty purple color. And that is what I'm crocheting. For plans moving forward, I do want to work on the remaining patterns that I have that are mermaids. I have Marina. I can insert a picture here. That is the kitted up mermaid that came in the Autumn Lane Stitchery mermaid box for last year. I had a very small start for my 12x12. And I'm stitching her on the kitted up fabric, which is Crystal Splash, dyed by Pictures Plus. It's a 28 count linen. I have a very small start here in the center. Right there. You can barely see those stitches. But this is very pretty, sparkly, opalescent fabric. I might try... This is a big enough count for me to try to stitch in hand. So I might try doing that to see how much progress I can get on this. It is a big piece. So I'll have to figure out how I'm going to maneuver on that. But she's going to be very pretty, as you saw in the picture. I have her all kitted up. Put all the DMC from the kit onto floss cards. She has lots, I think 6 different cards of Petite Treasure Blade that are going to go in her. 2 beads. I might add stuff to it. We'll just see. So that's one of the mermaids. The next mermaid would be my Mermaid of the Pearls. I don't have the pattern right here at the moment, so I can show you a picture here. This is my Mirabilia. This is as far as I've gotten. It's taken me a while to work on this because the fabric's been a little tricky to work with. This is an 18 count. No, this is a 16 count. 16 count Ada that I dyed myself. And I've been trying to get progress as I go. I probably need to make this maybe like a daily stitch like I do with my angel, so I can see more progress over time. The fabric's been a little tricky to stitch on. It is like really dark in certain areas, so it's hard to see where I'm placing my needle. And some of the holes I kind of stopped up with some spray dye to try to see if I could get a sparkle effect. Yeah, it's not good that I close up some of those holes, so it makes it harder to push the needle through in some areas. But it will look pretty on it at the end of the day, and she is going to be really, really pretty, and I do want to see her get more progress. So we'll pull her out. Mermaid is the perfect time. And then I have another focal coverage project. This one is my Unconventional cross-stitch chart that I bought and started last year when they recently had the fire. I'll insert a picture here. This is called Cauldron of Myrrh. Artwork is by Dolamore. And this is where I am at currently. I'm stitching this on a 22 count heart hanger that I dyed as well. And I started in the bottom right corner. You can kind of see here her fingers are being outlined where she's lying in the cauldron and the nice warm water. And I think I've only gotten 500 stitches in since last year, so I definitely need to pull this out. I probably also want to do more stitching on her around October because, you know, it's a witchy mermaid. So we'll see how much progress I'm able to get on this one by the next time you see it. So that's it for plans. Also gonna keep stitching on my Angel of Elegance every day. I have a few shoutouts. These are going to be newer cross stitchers that I've stumbled across on Flosstube. I am going to do some mentions of people that I've been watching, maybe while I record myself working on my crochet blanket later, like I've done in the past. So you'll get to see more of those there. So for right now, I have 3. I have stumbled across Cross Stitch and Cambria. I think I heard about this channel on Instagram, and then YouTube did recommend it to me. It's another male stitcher that's started a Flosstube. I think, I mean, you can kind of tell by the name Cross Stitch and Cambria. They go to a lot of different rock concerts, and they have a very interesting taste in their stitching projects. So feel free to go over there and check them out. I'll list them in my description, and give them a shout out. Subscribe, help them grow their channel. Also saw Kitty the Selkie Stitcher. She has really, really pretty whips. She's stitched the Selkie by the Ribbon of Hair. I've also stitched that pattern. It's very, very pretty. And she has other fancy things. I think she's working on like a celestial witch that she's stitching right now. So if you want to go see that, go over and check out her channel. And the last one is Stitching with Charlie. I think in one of her more recent videos, she showed a pretty finish of a stitched bird. I know people are doing a lot of stitch a bird sales this year. I'm seeing a lot of bird projects, so go and check out her beautiful finish, and feel free to give her a like and subscribe. And that's it for this video. Pretty short for this time round. Hopefully you'll see one maybe later on in the week of my crochet while I talk about the YouTubers that I've been watching, and I can run you through that. And if anybody captures your interest, then you can feel free to go check out their channels and subscribe to them as well. Until next time, I hope you've been having a happy May. Let me know in the comments if you are also participating in Mermaid. If you liked what I had to share, feel free to like. And if you're looking forward to seeing any future videos that I bring out, feel free to subscribe, and you can press the little bell to give you notifications of when I release new videos. Until next time, bye. Happy stitching.